Nithyanandam
Paramasukadam
Paramasukadam Kevalam
Kevalam
Jnanamurtam
Jnanamurtam
Dvandvatitam
Dvandvatitam Gagana
Gaganasadrisham
Sadrisham
Tasyaadhilaksham
Tattvamasyadhilaksham
Ekam
Ekam
Nityam
Nityam
Vimalamachalam
Vimalamachalam
Sarvadi
Sarvadi Sakshi
Sakshibhutam
Bhutam
Bhavatitam
Bhavatitam
Trigunarahitam
Trigunarahitam
Sadgurum
Sadgurum
Tam
Tam Namami.
Namami.
Nithyanandam, Nithyanandam, to all the viewers, every one of you that have joined with us on Kailasa's Nithyananda TV and various other social media platforms on this auspicious occasion of Chitra Pournami celebrations for the Kailasa Om Award ceremony. With the grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, the Department of Religion and Worship, Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship, in collaboration with Kailasa Uniting Nations for Global Peace and Religious Harmony, is pleased to bring to you this virtual Global Peace Conclave on and the Kailasa Om Award ceremony on this auspicious occasion of the Chitra Paurnami celebration. We welcome all the esteemed guests that have joined with us, all the viewers that have joined us. We have viewers joining us from over 150 places around the world. We welcome every one of you for Kailasa Om Award ceremony.
And my name is Manitya Tattvapriyananda.
And I'm Nithyanandita.
And today we will be your host guiding you through today's program. I'm particularly excited to be hosting today's program with so many award recipients and guests of honor who are making positive changes to the world. And the Kailasa Om Awards are about what most people want, a more inclusive, peaceful, and a sustainable society. Now, let's watch a short clip from the presidential address of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on the 20th of March last year, as he expressed the critical importance of the work that each and every single one of our Om Award recipient does.
All of you who make the world more peaceful, more livable, and your contribution for making this planet Earth livable is amazing. I sincerely thank all of you for doing what you are doing, for being who you are. Thank you. And I'm very honored to present this award on behalf of Kailasa to all of you. Hope we will continue to make this planet Earth livable.
Now, more than ever, it is time to celebrate those who have made their life's work to bring about a powerful coexistence with all the beings and change the narrative to shape a new reality. The Kailasa Om Awards are about finding those individuals who are flipping the script and rethinking of how we live and what progress. Today, the esteemed guests that are joining with us are trailblazers in this aspect, setting a new trend to create a better world for our future, the next generation to live, to create a better tomorrow for all of us in planet Earth.
The Om Award. Today, Kailasa celebrates the Chitra Pournami. Chitra is the first month of the Tamil calendar, and Pournami is the full moon day in our Hindu calendar. The Chitra Pournami marks the very first full moon since the Tamil New Year, which is celebrated on the 14th of April, and it is known for its spiritual importance and significance. Before we look in more depth at the significance of Chitra Pournami, we are going to now watch a short video that briefly introduces Kailasa and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. As you can see in this video, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is reviving Hinduism to its full glory in the United States of KAILASA, which stands for the human rights and religious freedom for all the Hindus worldwide and protecting Hindus from persecution in over 100 countries.
It is 3 decades of hard work, sheer hard work, 3 decades of perseverance, 3 decades of dedication, 3 decades of a huge vision for humanity, 3 decades of single-handed groundwork of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, which has resulted in KAILASA, the first nation for Hindus, currently the only Hindu nation in the world. KAILASA stands for all the great values enshrined in the constitution of KAILASA, which are the Vedas and the Agamas, the source books of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. It is governed by the sovereign order of Sri Kailasa, which is the oldest governing body of Hinduism. Sri Kailasa's vision and mission is enlightened living for all of humanity, which is rooted in the fundamental principle of Advaita or oneness, as we call it, which the core principle of which is the idea that all beings can live in peace and harmony, and that all human beings are equal and divine, can reach their highest potential.
On the 5th of May each year, Hindus worldwide celebrate this festival of Chitra Pournami with many festivals, sacred rituals, and this is also one of the full moons, the Pournamis, during the year that attracts most people to make the sacred walk around the holy mountain, the Arunachala, in the town of Tiruvannamali, Tamil Nadu, from southern India, the birthplace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And in these pictures from Kailasa archives, you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is leading the devotees in a circumambulation of the sacred Arunachala hill. And this is from 5th of August 2009. The birth town of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was a perfect place for the descent of the superconsciousness into the human form, not just for its history, but its existing culture and the ecosystem which is conducive for bringing down and awakening enlightened beings. In the words of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the enlightened civilization of Kailasa is nothing but the ecosystem of Tiruvannamali gone right.
Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has dedicated his life to reviving Hinduism, to bring about a superconscious breakthrough for humanity at large. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has successfully created and established the United States of Kailasa, an ecosystem where each and every single being can experience enlightenment. Like Swamiji says, Hinduism fundamentally reveres every sentient being, not just human beings, every animal, every sentient being as consciousness, as an embodiment of the divine, which reveres the inherent divinity in every being.
Surviving the 2-decade-long barbaric persecution, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, forced into exile to protect his person, has successfully established the United States of Kailasa, the first sovereign nation for Hindus, through simple, hard work and utter sacrifice, tyaga. The United States of Kailasa is for the dispossessed Hindus and the global seekers to practice Hinduism authentically and peacefully, to preserve the seed bank of Hinduism, to serve the whole humanity with this most peace-loving and enlightening tradition of the world. Today, as we celebrate the Chitra Pournami, we recognize and honor those who share a message of life positivity and coexistence in today's Om Award ceremony.
And firstly, we would like to thank all the esteemed guests from different walks of life who are here, who have pioneered in various different fields, spearheading a unique contribution to humanity in their particular aspect of excellence. We thank all the esteemed guests that are here with us from various different countries, from various different corners of the world, for taking your time, for being who you are and doing what you're doing. Now, it is time for all of us to enter into the most awaited award ceremony, Kailasa Om Award Ceremony. To begin today's award ceremony, we would like to firstly thank all the awardees for taking the time to be here to receive the Kailasa Om Award and to be part of this Global Peace Conclave on the occasion of Kailasa's celebration of Chitra Pournami 2023. We would like to thank our guests of honor and all the viewers who have joined us from across 100 countries from around the world. We have viewers who are watching us from over 100 countries in more than 1,500 cities from across the world, from every corner of the world, from various different walks of life. And we thank all the viewers who are here, who are watching us from various social media platforms. We thank all of you for being here.
Now let's enter into the award ceremony. Our first award is the Kailasa Mitra Award, conferred upon the distinguished individuals who have established a long-lasting friendship with Kailasa.
The first award we would like to offer to is to Sri Selvendra Krishnan from Malaysia. Our first esteemed guest, Mr. Selvendra Krishnan, is a third generation dairy farmer, learning from his grandfather who did traditional dairy farming. Mr. Selvendra has set up many dairy farms in Malaysia and is currently running his own organic grass feed for animals for the last 2 years. His vision is to expand to over 1,000 cows. He loves Gomatas and has declared no animal violence or animal slaughtering with the grace of Paramashiva. Worship of animals, revering animals and cows as Gomatas, as mothers, as conscious beings, is a very core value of Hinduism. And Sri Selvendra Krishnan, upholding this, is leading by example by setting up the organic grass feed for animals and also dairy farms in Malaysia. Sri Selvendra Krishnan, thank you for being who you are and thank you for doing what you're doing. We would now like to warmly welcome you and invite you to share a few words with us.
Nithyanandam, dear Swamiji and respected every distinguished guest over here, I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity Swamiji and everybody have given me to be part of this Vedic Goshala in Malaysia. As ultimate divine avatar and epitome of Sanatana Dharma, Swamiji's guidance and blessings have been very instrumental in helping me in establishing and run the cow farms in alignment with the principle of Vedic culture. Through this seva, I have been able to serve the community by providing organic milk, other dairy products, protecting and nurturing the cows in a way that is respectful and non-violence of their divine nature. This is just a testament to your vision of reviving Vedic agriculture and preserving the sacred relationship between human and cows. I feel very, very blessed to be part of this noble endeavor and truly grateful for your grace, Swamiji, and guidance. Thank you so much for your unwavering support and inspiration. May your divine blessings continue to guide us on this part of service and devotion. With deep gratitude, Nithyananda.
Thank you so much for doing what you're doing. The value you are standing for is also one of the core values of Kailasa. Thank you for your contribution.
And thank you, Aya. Thank you for doing what you're doing and being who you are. Like you rightly said, Swamiji has inspired thousands of Hindus around the world. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has inspired thousands of Hindus around the world and envisioned these extraordinary principles of Hinduism, inspiring us to live it. But what is even more amazing is you decided to take a step based on what Swamiji said, and you are living the principles that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is envisioning and inspiring the Hindus to live. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you. And like we are seeing, every guest in their unique walk of life have immensely contributed to the society. Like we saw Selvendra Krishnanaya from Malaysia, who is contributing in the aspect of restoring the respect and reverence for animals that Hinduism has always stood for, that the principle that Hinduism stands for to this day, and to eradicate all the violence that happens to animals on planet Earth today. This is going to lead to a huge difference, because one step taken by one person is going to set off a huge inspiration and a trend for so many youth and individuals across the globe for them to look up to. Next, we have Mr. Fan Zion from Taiwan.
Mr. Fan Zian is the president of the Bafang News. He is the chief editor of Taiwan Headlines and the 24-hour Lifestyle Circle. He is a secretary general and Cross-Strait News Industry Exchange Association and secretary general of Nantau County Natural Bodhi Rescue Association, a registered non-profit organization. Mr. Fanzian, we warmly welcome you and we kindly invite you to share a few words with us.
印度教最高教皇尼西亚南达上师，非常荣幸能够获得凯拉萨 ON 友好奖的肯定和表扬，能够与圣凯拉萨长期为了人类的觉醒及在台湾的发展是生命中有意义的事。我也要向那些和我一样致力于报道与儿童及妇女权益与报道印度教受迫害的事实，保护和积极为世界和平而努力的人们致敬。你们的努力和付出正是世界不断前进的努力。我希望透过这些报道，能够吸引更多的人们关注印度教长期遭受迫害的事实，并与儿童及妇女权益等问题得到关注。祝福圣凯拉萨合众国，让我们一起创造一个开悟、安全、健康和充满希望的地球环境。感谢印度教最高教皇尼西亚齐达上师，谢谢给我这种机会。同时，我也感谢我的父母，谢谢你们，谢谢。
Sorry, we apologize for the technical glitch. We have Ma Nitya Shukra Indrananda, who is here to translate, help us understand what Mr. Fanfion had just shared, his kind words. So I'd like to request Ma Nitya Shukra Indrananda to please unmute and you can go ahead and translate.
Yes, thank you. It is a great honor to receive the KAILASA Medal Award. I would like to thank the United States of KAILASA and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, being able to work with KAILASA for the awakening of mankind and the development in Taiwan for a period of time is the most meaningful thing for my whole life. I would also like to pay a tribute to those who are the same as me, that support and are committed to advocate on children's and women's rights, and report in the media on the fact that the Hinduism was being persecuted, and protect and actively work for world peace. I hope that through the media report, more people are aware and will pay attention to the fact that Hinduism has been persecuted for a long time, and to draw attention to issues such as children and women's rights. I wish the best for the United States of KAILASA, and let us work together to create an enlightened, safe, healthy, and hopeful planet. And at the end, I would also like to thank my parents for their support. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your kind words. And thank you so much for doing what you are doing and being who you are and standing up for these core values of Hinduism. Thank you so much.
And in this society, especially with so much of social media being accessible and available to people, it is so easily possible that people get distracted with all sorts of news content that is put out there. And it takes immense courage as a journalist to stand for the truth and stand unapologetically for the truth and try and spread the awareness on various issues in its most authentic way as it is to the people. And Mr. Fanshan, you have taken the step to do that. Thank you so much for doing it. Thank you so much for standing up for the truth. And thank you so much for your efforts. And we wish and hope with Swamiji's grace and blessings that the work you are doing spreads more and people get to know more and more the truth about Hinduism. Thank you so much.
Now, we would like to welcome Mr. Fan Cheng Yo from Taiwan. Mr. Fan Cheng Yo is an executive director of the Taiwan Padmatic International Ambulance Development Association, an emergency medical technician, ambulance man, currently a student at the Chi Hui Medical Management College. He is teaching assistant and a lecturer in first aid and rescue. Mr. Fan Chengyo has been passionate about fire safety and saving lives since he was a child, and is regarded as a role model for young people to live a lively life and enrich others. Mr. Fan Chengyo, we warmly welcome you and we kindly invite you to share a few words with us.
非常感谢凯拉萨的奖项啊，这对我的认可跟表扬啊，我深信每个人都有责任哈，在为这个社会建立一个更加和平、公正、更繁荣，然后为这个世界做出贡献。那凯拉萨合众国一直在为全人类的开悟和觉醒在努力，那这份坚持让我敬佩不已。好，那能够在媒体的报道中然后揭露印度教受到迫害的事实，并能够尽一己之力，然后与凯拉萨在台湾的发展共同努力，是年轻的我感到最荣幸的事情。我也感谢所有支持我们的人，你们的支持鼓励是我不断向前的动力。这个奖项将激励我要更加的努力，为报道新闻的真实性，以及实现妇幼的权益与世界和平而努力。谢谢我的爷爷奶奶。然后最后我们也感谢印度教最高教皇尼西亚达上师。OK。
I am very grateful to the United States of Kailasa and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, for giving me the Kailasa Metal Award. I deeply believe that everyone has a responsibility to contribute to building a more peaceful, just, and prosperous world. The United States of Kailasa has always been working hard for the enlightenment and awakening of all mankind. I admire this persistence. It is my honor to be able to reveal the facts of the persecution of Hinduism in media reports and to do my best to work with the Kailasa's development in Taiwan. I would also like to thank all the people who supported me, my grandparents. Your support and encouragement is a driving force for me to keep moving forward. This award will inspire me to work harder for the authenticity of news reports and for women and children's rights and world peace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fan Chengyo. It's an honor to have you here and to confer this award upon you. And thank you so much for standing up for these core values of Hinduism and to stand up for women's rights. Thank you for doing what you're doing, and thank you for being who you are.
In Hinduism, the principle of enriching, living our life for others is a core value. And from a very young age, you have strived to do that. You have enriched people in every possible way, be it by sharing knowledge, by helping in restoring health, by helping others live a better life. So every step that you are taking towards is surely an inspiration for many other youngsters out there who can look up to you and who can start doing the same based on these core principles of Hinduism. And it is very inspiring to see you do this. Thank you so much for your contribution. And thank you for taking your time to be here with us. Thank you. And now the next guest that we have here is someone who's contributing to one of the most unique aspect of Hinduism. I should say one of the core backbone of keeping the Hindu culture, the tradition alive. We would now like to welcome Shri Saravanamuthu Jayaraja Ayya from Canada. Shri Saravanamuthu Jayaraja is a talented temple sculptor, Sthapati, from a lineage of Sthapatis from Sri Lanka. He started working on temple building in 1986. And one of his projects was carving a 3-ton chariot to carry Bhagavan Mahaganapati for the Richmond Hill Hindu Temple in Ontario, Canada. He is currently renovating the Kailasa Toronto Temple as per Agama. Shri Saravanamuthu Jayaraja Ayya has traveled to different countries to share his work, including North America, Norway, and Australia. When asked about inspiration for one of his temple chariot constructions, he replied, "I have no blueprint. It comes out of my head. God has blessed me with the ability to do this. My family has been doing this for generations." Shri Saravanamuthu Jayaraja Ayya has been contributing to Hindu civilization spanning for more than 4 decades, providing the agamic spaces for Hindus to practice, celebrate the Hindu lifestyle and religion. In addition to this, I would like to thank Shri Saravanamuthu Jayaraja Ayya because I have always heard the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reiterate on the importance of keeping the Sthapati tradition alive. To keep the temples of Hinduism alive, the Sthapatis have been a core part. The Sthapati, the Vishwakarma community who dedicate their entire life to carve these marvelous sculptures around the world that we see today. And Shri Saravanamuthu Ayya, it is people like you who are living and striving to keep these traditions alive so that the next generation can continue to see the legacy of Hinduism in the form of temples. to this day, we have so many ancient temples which are standing for thousands of years, singing the glory of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. It is with the dedication and contribution of people like Sri Saravanamuthu Ayya, because of whom we, the current generation, are able to still know, access, and see how these sculptures, these extraordinary temples are made. So thank you so much for being who you are. And thank you so much for doing what you're doing. And thank you so much for being here. So, Sri Saravanamuthu Jayaraja Ayya, we would like to warmly welcome you and request you to share a few words with us.
Yeah, Namaskaram Swamiji. And we work more than 50 years. And we work now, we're going to renovate it for the Swamiji temple in Toronto, Canada. We get this opportunity. Very thankful. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Swami.
Thank you so much, Saravanamuthu Ayya. And what you're doing is something very of extreme importance. And I'd like to take a few minutes to also thank you in Tamil as well. ஏனென்றால் நீங்கள் செய்திருக்கும் ஒரு பணியும் ஒரு வேலையும் நம் பல கோடி ஹிந்து மக்களுக்கு மிக மிக ஒரு பெரிய இன்ஸ்பிரேஷனாகவும், அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் ஹிந்து மக்களுக்கு நம்ம கரண்ட் யூத் அவர்கள் எல்லாருக்குமே இது ஒரு பெரிய இன்ஸ்பிரேஷனாகவும், நம் சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்மத்தின் லெகசி, நம்மளோட கோர் ரிலிஜியஸ் வேல்யூஸ் அண்ட் பிரின்சிபல்ஸ் நிலைநாட்டுவதற்கு நீங்கள் பல ஜெனரேஷன்ஸ்களாக நீங்க அதுக்கு ரொம்ப டெடிகேட்டடா ஒர்க் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. ஸோ மிக மிக நன்றி. தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
நாங்கள் கனடா வந்த காலத்தில் இருந்து ஹிந்து டெம்பிள்கள் நிறைய, அதுக்கு பிறகுதான் நாங்கள் ஒவ்வொரு இடமா ஹிந்து டெம்பிள்களை வளர்த்து இந்த சமயங்களை வளர்த்து கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். சமயம் இங்கே கனடாவில் வளர்றதுக்கு நாங்களும் ஒரு முக்கிய காரணகர்த்தாக்களாக இருக்கிறோம். நிறைய தேர்கள் செய்திருக்கிறோம், கோயில்கள் கட்டி கொடுத்துருக்கிறோம், வாகனங்கள் செய்து கொடுத்துருக்கிறோம். எங்களோட அடுத்த ஜெனரேஷன் கோயிலுக்கு இந்த திருவிழாவு உற்சவங்கள் இதுகளை பார்த்து எங்களை பழகி கொள்றதுக்கும் எங்களோட சமயம் வளர்றதுக்கும் நாங்கள் ஒரு வடிகாலாக இருந்திருக்கிறோம்ன்றதில் நாங்கள் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷப்படுகிறோம். இன்னும் நிறைய டெம்பிள்கள் வரும், ஆக்களும் வர வேணும், சமயம் நல்லா வளர வேணும் என்று கேட்டுக்கொள்ளணும். நன்றி சுவாமிஜி.
மிக்க நன்றி ஐயா. நீங்கள் அப்புறம் உங்களோட பரம்பரையாக நீங்கள் செய்து கொண்டிருக்கும் பணிகள் சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்மத்திற்காகவும் இந்த ஹிந்து சமயத்தை நிலைநாட்டுவதற்காகவும் நீங்கள் செய்து கொண்டிருக்கும் பணி மிக மிக முக்கியத்துவமானது. அதனால் இந்த அவார்டை உங்களுக்கு கொடுப்பதில் நாங்களும் பெருமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறோம். அது மட்டுமல்லாது நீங்க இங்க உங்களோட டைம் எடுத்துட்டு நீங்க இங்க வந்ததுக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி ஐயா. நீங்க சனாதன இந்து தர்மத்துக்காக என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்களோ இது கைலாசத்தின் அடிப்படையான ஒரு முக்கியமான ஒரு விஷயம். இந்த கோவில்களை கட்டுவதும் இந்த விஸ்வகர்மா கம்யூனிட்டி, அதாவது இந்த ஸ்தபதிகள் எல்லாரும் இருக்கிற இந்த கம்யூனிட்டி தான் ஒரு முக்கியமான ஒரு பாகமாகவும் இருக்கின்றது இந்த பணிக்கு. ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி ஐயா.
தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச். அண்ட் எப்பொழுதுமே சுவாமிஜி சொல்லுவார்கள், சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்மம் கோவில் சார்ந்த கூடி என்று. அதை நிரூபித்து அதை நிலைநாட்டி இருக்கிறீர்கள். நன்றி. நீங்கள் இங்க வருவதற்கும் இந்த அவார்டை அக்செப்ட் செய்து கொள்வதற்கும் நன்றி. தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
தேங்க்யூ அம்மா. நன்றி நன்றி.
Next, we have with us our esteemed guest, Dr. Varun Gandhi from the United States. Dr. Varun Gandhi is a seva-minded entrepreneur, inventor, and a philanthropist. He has focused his entrepreneurship on people's health and wellness. One important fact that I'd like to state about Dr. Varun Gandhi is that during the pandemic, when the world was battling with the impact of COVID-19, When people lost their only source of income, he started a community kitchen to prepare hot meals and feed people living on the streets. Every Sunday, between 1,500 and 2,000 meals were prepared, and over the last 3 years, 275,000 people in 5 countries in Southern California, in 5 counties in Southern California have been fed. And Sanatana Hindu Dharma stands on the core principle of Annam Bahu Kurvit, means Annadan is considered as one of the greatest dana. And Dr. Varun Gandhi has very beautifully lived this principle, is living this principle, and continuing to inspire thousands of people.
Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Varun Gandhi. And we would like to request you if you could please share a few kind words.
Nithyanandam, thank you so much. I am extremely grateful to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, for conferring this award on our team, on everybody involved in this project. As you know, we have been feeding, now it's almost 285,000 people since May 2020 over the last 3 years. And actually this Sunday will be a 3-year anniversary. This is only possible due to the efforts of more than 100 volunteers that have come in and out through these 3 years, and who show up every Sunday to make this possible. All the donors that have contributed, the Joy of Sharing Foundation that has supported our work from day one, and especially the blessings from Bhagavan Nithyananda. Thank you so much, and I will, all of our team members will be extremely joyful for this award. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gandhi, and congratulations for your 3-year anniversary, for this commendable work that you're doing. Congratulations for you and your team. And thank you so much for doing what you're doing, because this is this is a very, very important aspect in which even the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been working on, to make sure there is no hungry home. And like what you're doing is a very, very powerful contribution to humanity, and especially in the time of need, like when the pandemic hit the world and when people shut their doors, you opened yours to serve the humanity. Thank you so much for what you are doing and what your team is doing.
Every esteemed guest that we have had today are an inspiration in their own aspect, like what Dr. Varun Gandhi has done. In this time and day and age, taking time to contribute, doing the Annadana to people is an inspiration for thousands of us, because Hinduism stands with these core principles: dana, enriching, and offering, contributing to others is the core value of Hinduism. Every festival, every celebration, everyday living aspect of our lives all thrive and on these principles of enriching and contributing to people. And it's wonderful to see people from various different walks of life who have taken their time, who have dedicated their life to contribute to humanity, to bring about a change in humanity, taking their steps to create a huge difference for the humanity. So we'd like to thank every one of you, all the distinguished guests of honor who have joined us in today's celebration of Chitra Pournami and the Global Peace Conclave from all over the world.
Let us now take a few minutes and welcome our distinguished guests of honor joining us from all over the world for today's celebration of Chitra Pournami and the Global Peace Conclave.
our esteemed guest of honor, His Worship Kenneth Orono Nyapidi, the Mayor of Tororo Municipality, the Republic of Uganda. Thank you so much, sir, for being who you are and doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. We have Honorable Festus Calais, the Chief Administrator of the Freetown City Council, the Republic of Sierra Leone. The Honorable Daniel Boima, the Chief Administrator of Makene District, the Republic of Sierra Leone. We have Mr. Daniel Kasala, who's the Town Clerk of the Iganga Municipality in the Republic of Uganda. We have Mr. Muhammad Khali Dawan, the President of PPP US Chapter, the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. We have His Excellency, Mr. Tejendra Sharma Paudel, the Honorary Consul of General of the Nation of Hawaii, the Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. We have Mrs. Olive Birungi Lumonia, the Chairman of USO National Executive Committee, Uganda Women's Effort to Save Orphans, the UWESO, Republic of Uganda. Thank you so much for being here. We have Ms. Spesosia Kiwankwa, the CEO of Uganda Women's Effort to Save Orphans, the UWESO, Republic of Uganda. Thank you so much for being who you are, and thank you so much for doing what you're doing. We have
with us Mr. Abdullah O. Bility, Vice President for International Affairs, Federation of Liberian Youth, Republic of Liberia. Thank you so much, sir, for being who you are, and thank you so much for being here. And we have Reverend Dr. Usman Jesse Forna, General Secretary of Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone, Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you so much for being here. And we have with us Mr. Roland Wright, founder, owner, and senior partner of Wright & Co. from Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you so much for taking your time and being here, sir. And we have Mr. Aloysius J. Dean, paralegal at Mesorolado Law Partners, Republic of Liberia. Thank you so much for being here.
Honored to have all of you here, all the guests that have joined with us, all of you that are here and have taken your time to be here today. KAILASA has been in the last 3 decades dedicatedly working under the guidance of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to revive and re-establish Sanatana Hindu Dharma. It is 3 decades of sincere hard work of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism that KAILASA stands today as the only Hindu nation on planet Earth. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was born on the 3rd of January 1978 in the holy town of Tiruvannamali in India. And on the 17th of July 1981, at just the age of 3, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was initiated into Bala Sannyas. Bala Sannyas is a child saint by enlightened beings, masters, and his predecessors through a ritualistic ceremony. And Hinduism has a science of identifying an incarnation. The SPH was identified as an incarnation by enlightened beings and masters such as Yogiraj Yogananda Puri, Vidwan Panduranganar, and the 230th Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Tondai Mandala Adinam of Kanchi Math, much to the like of Sri Dalai Lama. In Hinduism, too, we have a science of identifying incarnations. And coronation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism at the age of 16. This photograph that we are seeing here was organized by his Vedanta Guru, Mata Vibhudananda Puri, also called as Mataji Kupamal. You can see here that there's a conch and Kamandalu water pot to the left of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and a wooden staff to the right, all of which are given by her as the traditional items. And here we can see a timeline of the coronation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the king of various ancient Hindu kingdoms. Actually, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revived more than 14 Hindu kingdoms, civilizations. Each kingdom in Hinduism is an ecosystem of its own, is a civilization of its own. At only 3 years of age in 1981, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was initiated into Bala Sannyas by his predecessors. In 1988, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as a future Guru Mahasannidhanam, the Pontiff of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham, the Tondai Mandalam Adinam, the oldest monastic university. 1999, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the mission of Nithyananda Sangha to revive Kailasa globally.
And on the January 1st, 2004, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as a successor of the Bhagyanagara Sripura Sarvajna Peetham. At the end of 2004, on the 31st December, he was coronated, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the 203rd incumbent emperor of the Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam of the Surya Vamsa lineage. This is the lineage where Lord Rama himself had taken birth. In January 2007, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revived the Adi Pallava Sarvajna Peetham, the spiritual and religious kingdom in Puducherry in India. Later, on the 27th of April 2012, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as a 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Madurai, the Shyamala Peetha Sarvajna Peetham, which is the oldest papal state and monastic kingdom. The following year, in 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, which is the largest apex monastic order, making him the youngest Mahamandaleshwar. In the same year, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Atalakada by Acharya Mahamandaleshwar Sukhdevanandji. And in 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Tanjavur Adinam. The following year, in 2015, he was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Adipita Koladamata. It is also in 2015 that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu pontiffs, the Hindu leaders, through a grand 3-day ritualistic celebration known as the Atirudra Mahayagna.
And in the year 2018, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism officially established the United Sovereign State of Sri Kailasa as we know it today. It is so many years of dedication and hard work that today Kailasa stands. Here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism from his very young age, sharing the truths from Sanatana Hindu Dharma to the people. Here we can see when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, when he was very young in the temple monastery complex along with his guru, and on the 4th of November 2002, establishing the headquarters of Adi Kailasa. On the 14th of April 2001, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism established the first Kailasa temple monastery, and at the age of 23, Swamiji started his mission. And here, at the age of 26, we can see already the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting mass living enlightenment initiation conventions, talking people through the powerful cleansing processes of our 7 energy bodies. And on the 15th of April 2005, in the age 27, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was welcomed with proclamation message by the mayor of St. Louis, USA, Francis G. Slay. And at the age of 27, in 2005, Swamiji conducts the Mass Living Enlightenment Initiation Conventions in South India. 6th of April 2005, Discourse on Stress to De-Stress in Oklahoma Medical Baptist Center, US. And 26 January 2010, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting Mass Living Enlightenment Initiations Conventions across South India. And here we can see 18th of September 2015, Swamiji had conducted Kumbh Mela in Nasik. And 5th of May 2016, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiates thousands into mass living enlightenment at the Kumbh Mela festival in Ujjain, India. We had easily more than 5 million people fed. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blesses and gives blessed sweets to the Muslim leaders during the 2016 Kumbh Mela in Ujjain in India. And 18th of September 2015, Nasik, Swamiji initiates thousands into mass living enlightenment. Here we can see Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations, the initiative of Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's hard work culminated into the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations initiatives and the revival of Sri Kailasa. One such example is the No Hungry Home project offered by the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for nutritious food and hunger-free world. 1 billion meals have been served over the past 27 years. 1 billion free meals. Every month for the past 27 years, the Hindu Adi-Shaivite minority community has served more than 3 million annadans, free organic meals, as per the tradition in religious gathering, to everyone without discrimination. 10,000 meals are served daily, free of cost, and up to 100,000 on the festival days. Kailasa's protective and preventive COVID care centers offered by Sri Kailasa United Nations for affordable and holistic healthcare. And during the pandemic, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism converted his monastery campuses into a multi-layered quarantine facility, opening it completely free of cost for all people, regardless of any differences, whether in age, gender, caste, creed, ethnicity, color, or socioeconomic status. Food, shelter, internet, and all the basic facilities, including the free medical care, were provided for an indefinite timeline. Kailasa's 28-day spiritual regimen to boost the immune system includes the Pachepatni Vratam meditation, chanting of sacred syllables of Mahavakya, and a hygiene living, including social distancing. 30 million citizens followed this 28-day spiritual regimen during the pandemic. And going to the next one, here you can see the Nithyananda Hindu University and the Nithyananda Gurukul offered by Sri Kailasa United Nations for education reform and development. The Nithyananda Hindu University is the world's largest Hindu university established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. This has 20 million plus enrolled 10,000 plus free courses and extended campuses in 150 countries. This is the world's largest Hindu university. The Nityananda Gurukul was established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on 2nd of October 2006. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism inaugurated the Nityananda Gurukul, the revival of the ancient Adishaivid Guru-disciple education system, an authentic knowledge transmission system based on enlightenment. And just to tell a few of the achievements, 35% children have IQ scores above the gifted category, above 130, which is the gifted category as per Slosson's IQ score. And the quantum memory activation is rapidly moving towards recalling verbatim after a single hearing, and many such phenomenal feats. The Nityananda Jnanalaya, the library, and the Hinduismpedia offered by the Sri Kailasa United Nations for the protection of Hindu scriptures. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism established this Nityananda Hindu Jnanalaya library to collect and preserve the 1 million Hindu scriptures while ensuring that knowledge is made accessible and shared free of cost to everyone. Collecting and preserving 1 million source books of Hinduism and 1 million palm leaf scriptures, collecting them and restoring them and making it available completely free of cost. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has authored 10,000 plus books in 3 languages, translated in 50 languages, and he has published 10,000 plus articles, given more than 15,000 hours of free discourses, and with more than 1.5 billion views. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has collected more than 15 terabytes of digital books and rare manuscripts from all the 19 Sarvanya Pitams, ancient mats and ashrams. And Kailasa's Hinduismpedia is a simple, humble hard work to organize and present all these Hindu scriptures available on planet Earth completely free of cost digitally. And here you can see the meditation for peace, the Minutes for Peace meditation, which is offered by Sri Kailasa United Nations for global peace and religious harmony. In 2014, after just 2 years of launch of the program, this crossed over 1 billion minutes of peace. And so far, 4.3 billion plus minutes in the meditation has been recorded till date. Here you can see the confluences for world peace offered by Sri Kailasa United Nations for global peace and religious harmony. Kumbh Mela in 2007, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism hosted the Kumbh Mela in USA, Los Angeles, hosting over 3,000 residential guests in 2015 and 2016 and serving over 300,000 vegetarian meals every day. First Confluence for Peace in September 2006, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism organized the first confluence for world peace to honor the memory of those who lost their lives saving others on September 11, 2001 at Irvine, California, USA. Second Confluence for Peace in 2007, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism organized the Second Confluence for Peace in Los Angeles in collaboration with the Vedanta Society, BAPS, ISKCON, Siddha Yoga, and other organizations. Confluences for world peace and religious harmony. In 2009, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism organized a month-long peace walk covering 1,000 kilometers and 1,000 villages to bring together in our harmony from all walks of life. And for women empowerment, there have been several programs offered by the Sri Kailasa United Nations for feminine empowerment and gender equality. Kailasa's Yogini Sarvagna Peetham, establishing yoga and meditation universities to empower their quality of life and emphasis on life solutions through Vedas and Agamas, empowering the indigenous rural women. The Nityananda Gyan Lakshmi Award, Kailasa's Nityananda Lakshmi, a microfinancing service to indigenous community to empower rural women in various dimensions in life with self-employment with equal opportunities through Hindu economic principles.
And here we can also see that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has graced the Asia Book of Records. And here we can see for the Nityananda Yoga offered by the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for Yoga, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revived 108 scientifically validated kriyas, which is a combination of postures, movements, and breath. And Nityananda Yoga Teachers Training, revival of ancient forms of yoga, Guinness World Records in yoga, and even in the aspect of publications, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has published the original ancient 1,008 scriptural pieces as evidence for yoga. And today, all of this collectively put together stands as Kailasa, which is a revival of ancient Hindu enlightened civilizational nation in its own sovereign territory also. It is the first nation for the 2 billion born and practicing Hindu diaspora around the world. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the head of 21 such ancient indigenous kingdoms of Hinduism, and he is reviving Hinduism to its full glory in the United States of Kailasa, which stands for human rights, religious freedom for all Hindus around the world, protecting Hinduism from persecution in over 100 countries. Kailasa stands for all the great values enshrined in the Constitution of Kailasa, and Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is inspiring, leading the 2 billion of us Hindus to live these profound principles as enshrined in the Constitution of Kailasa. The next is the Supreme Court of Kailasa. The Supreme Court of Kailasa is the revival of ancient Hindu judicial system, and which is re-established and developed by Kailasa, the revival of ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. And the Hindu judicial system has been all but wiped out in the world today. And did you all know we do not have access to our Hindu laws, which fundamentally treats every human as a conscious being? For millennia, Hindus have followed a dharma-based social and legal order in accordance with Vedas and Agamas, Dharma Shastras, for example, the Manusmriti. And we have implemented by executive authority in a Hindu community, which is usually the king. With the arrival of British, the invasions, the Hindu judicial system was almost immediately subverted and replaced by British courts. To this day, we do not have access to this Hindu law system, which is what Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is restoring through the Supreme Court of Kailasa. He's restoring the national and political legitimacy of Hindu judicial system. And as Swamiji has been successfully establishing all of this, There were numerous torture and murder attempts by the state and non-state actors on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Over 70 assassination attempts, physical attacks on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, 40 attacks on community members and destruction of monasteries and temples, 60 incidents of attacks, molestation, rape of women and women monks, intense lawfare, over 100 false legal cases, all but one are dismissed. Intersectional persecution using entire government mechanism, politically owned media, police, judiciary controlled by politicians, inciting mob violence via social media. Ultimately, the United States of Sri Kailasa, the ancient Hindu civilizational nation, the first nation for Hinduism, stands as the only voice for the 2 billion Hindus around the world, a significant milestone in the history of Hindus in the sovereign state of Kailasa happened on the 2nd of December 2021 when His Excellency Srinitya Moksha Priyananda, as you all can see in the picture here, the Ambassador Extraordinary and the Plenipotentiary of Kailasa, represented the persecution of Hindus at the 14th session of United Nations Forum on Minority Issues, and this was the first time that the plight of persecuted Hindu minorities were represented at the United Nations. Despite being
How to kill
persecuted
all mosquitoes in the area in
around the world,
Yes, we apologize for the technical glitch. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has received many congressional recognitions from the United States for his contributions to humanity. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was conferred with 200 proclamations and certificate of recognition from statesmen across 15 countries. And the Kailasa and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has graced the pages of Asia Book of Records in an exciting feat of accomplishing the extraordinary achievement of maximum books published by a single author, 1,123 books, maximum hours of a public discourse delivered by an individual, 289,928 hours on 7,407 topics, 7,500 plus topics. And the maximum verses chanted in an hour, 999 verses. Maximum, the longest duration of the chant of Rudram Mantra, 30 hours. Maximum songs dedicated to one person alive, 530 songs. Maximum traditional asanas performed by a group, 508 asanas in 108 minutes. Maximum number of Brahmotsavams celebrated by a spiritual organization, which is 13 Brahmotsavams. The festivals are conducted between March 2nd, 2021 to June 18, 2022. Longest duration to hold Padmasana by a group, which is 3 hours and 10 minutes. So with all such humongous contribution that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been doing and continuing to do, you all can see here some of the pictures of the different recognitions conferred by the statesmen, congressmen from various different countries. Now,
each of this together that makes Kailasa stand as the Hindu nation in the world today. So this was just a very short glimpse, I should say, of all the immense contribution that Swamiji has done to the world. And now, last but not the least, we would like to also extend the Kailasa Mitra Om Awards to Sri Chandran Arjunan from Malaysia, who is here with us. Welcome. Thank you for joining with us, Sri Chandran Arjunanaya. Thank you so much for joining with us here. And just to give a short introduction of Sri Chandran Arjunanaya from Malaysia, he is a chairman of Golden Temple, the Sri Maha Mariamman Bandar in Bandar Kinara in Malaysia. He has been doing the social services for the past 50 years to increase the quality of the lives of the downtrodden. And Swamiji says that Hinduism is temple-based civilization, and everyone who's standing up to continue this, carry this tradition forward, is a pillar and support to taking Hinduism forward. And Sri Chandran Arjunanaya is one such pillar who is taking Hinduism forward by doing his contribution in the revival or building of temple and keeping the ecosystem of the temple alive. It is not just, temple are not museums. It is a living, alive ecosystems. And Chandran Arjunanaya has very beautifully done his part in keeping the ecosystem alive, doing services through the temple for the last 50 years. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being who you are and doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
We now welcome you warmly to share a few words. Yes, please go ahead.
I'm Chandran Bandakinar Golden Temple, Puchong. This we do the participation for this donation for all the poor people, and the Nithyananda teachers is the Puchong one. He is too much to help us to contribution for the people. Doing all the helping for poor people.
Sorry, we could not really hear you. Can I request you to please be a little bit more loud? I apologize for that. Please, can I request you to be a little bit more louder? Yeah.
I'm Chandran from Bandakinara Golden Temple. Then we're doing the Achya Patram for all the poor people. We are doing all this for the poor people. And one of the teacher, his name is Rajeshwari from Puchong also, is the teacher. He also helped to all the poor people. Bandakinara, she is in a Puchong. And he continuously doing the things. I'm very thankful for the Guruji for my name to I don't know how to say. எனக்கு அவர் உதவி செஞ்சிருக்கிறாரு. அந்த வகையில் அவர் என்னை வந்து கொண்டு வந்திருக்கு. ரொம்ப நன்றி. நாங்கள் வந்து இந்த வகையில் எல்லா மக்களும் இந்த சுற்று வட்டார மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நம்ம உதவி செஞ்சுக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். இதில் வந்து முக்கியமாக வந்து டீச்சராக இருக்கக்கூடிய ராஜேஸ்வரி அவங்க பூச்சவங்கள இருக்காங்க. அவங்க டீச்சர், அவங்க எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்காங்க. அவங்க மூலியமா நாங்கள் வந்து நிறைய ஹெல்ப் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். ஒவ்வொரு மாதமும் எங்களுக்கு அவங்க நிறைய டொனேஷன் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அவங்க மூலியமா நாங்கள் வந்து நிறைய செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கிறோம். ஏழ்மையான மக்களுக்கு அவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் நாங்கள் உதவி செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கிறோம். இந்த வகையில் என்னை வந்து அவார்டுக்கு சூஸ் பண்ணதுக்கு நான் ரொம்ப நன்றி சொல்கிறேன். இந்த வகையில் மற்றபடி குருஜி அவர்களுக்கும் என்னுடைய மனமார்ந்த நன்றியும் என்னோட வாழ்த்துக்களையும் தெரிவித்துக்கின்றேன். என்னை வந்து கொண்டுட்டு வந்ததுக்கு இந்த வகையில் இவ்வளோ தூரத்தில் கொண்டு வந்து எனக்கு அவார்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு செய்திருக்கிற அனைத்து உள்ளங்களுக்கும் என் மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். அந்த வகையில் ஆலய சார்பாகவும் எங்கள் குடும்ப சார்பாகவும் என் மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
ரொம்ப 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 நன்றிங்க ஐயா. நீங்க இங்க வந்து இந்த அவார்ட் ஏத்துனது மட்டும் இல்லாம, சுவாமிஜி எப்பொழுதுமே சொல்லுவாங்க, சனாதன இந்து தர்மத்தோட வாழ்க்கை முறை, நம்ம வாழ்வியல் நெறிய வந்து கோவில் சார்ந்த குடி. அதாவது கோவிலை சுற்றி அந்த ஞான சூழல் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லுவோம். ஈகோ சிஸ்டம், என்லைட்டன்மெண்ட் ஈகோ சிஸ்டம், ஞான சூழல். அந்த ஞான சூழலை வந்து அதை தக்க வைக்கிறதும், அதை எக்காரணத்தை கொண்டுமே அதை நிறுத்த விடாம தொடர்ந்து அன்னதானம் மூலமாகவும், நீங்க சொன்னீங்க இல்லையா அக்ஷய பாத்திரம் அப்படின்னு, நீங்க ஆமா, அந்த அக்ஷய பாத்திரம் மூலமாவும் நீங்க வந்து இந்த தொடர்ந்து இந்த சேவையை வந்து மக்களுக்கு செய்து கொண்டே இருக்கிறீங்க. சோ ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி. நீங்க இங்க வந்ததுக்கும் இந்த அவார்டை ஏத்துனதுக்கும் ரொம்ப நன்றி. சுவாமிஜி சொல்ற மாதிரி நம்ம ஹிந்துஸ் உலகளாவிய அளவுல இருக்கிற நம்ம ஹிந்து மக்கள் எல்லாருமே இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கோவிலை நடத்தி அவங்களும் இந்த ஹிந்துவிசத்தை வந்து அலைவா வைக்கணும்ன்றதுதான் வந்து சுவாமிஜியோட விஷயம். சுவாமிஜி எப்பொழுதுமே சொல்லுவாங்க. அதுக்கு ஒரு ரொம்ப அருமையான உதாரணமா நீங்க அதை நடத்தின்னு வர்றீங்க. ரொம்ப ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருந்தது கேட்கறதுக்கு. மக்களுக்கு சேவை செய்யறதுன்றதுதான் நம்ம சனாதன இந்து தர்மத்தோட வாழ்க்கை முறை. நம்மளோட கோர் பிரின்சிபலே அதுதான். நாங்கயா தொடர்ந்து மக்களுக்கு சேவை செய்யறதும் என்ன விதத்துல முடியுமோ. ஒரு கோவில்னாக்க சும்மா கடவுள் வழிபாடு மட்டும் கிடையாது. அந்த கடவுள் வழிபாடுன்றது அந்த ஒரு டெய்ட்டும் என்ன பிரின்சிபல் ரெப்ரசென்ட் பண்றாங்களோ, ஒரு டெய்ட்டி அதை சுத்தி ஒரு ஞான சூழலே உருவாக்குறது. தொடர்ந்து சேவை செய்யறதா இருக்கட்டும், அபிஷேகங்கள், அலங்காரங்கள், அதே மாதிரி அந்த கோவில் மூலமா ஞானதானம், அன்னதானம், ஹோமங்கள், யாகங்கள், இதெல்லாம் செஞ்சு மொத்த சமுதாயத்துக்கே வளப்படுத்துறதுதான் ஒரு கோவிலோட ஒரு எசன்ஸ் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லலாம். அதை நீங்க வந்து ரொம்ப அருமையா ஷேர் பண்ணீங்க. அதே மாதிரி உங்க வாழ்க்கை முறையா நீங்க அதை மாத்தின்னு இருக்கீங்க. சோ ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி. உங்களை பார்த்து பல ஹிந்துக்கள், மலேசியா ஆகட்டும் சரி, இல்ல உலகளாவிய அளவுல ஆகட்டும் சரி, பல ஹிந்துக்கள் இதை இன்ஸ்பிரேஷனா எடுத்துட்டு கண்டிப்பா இதே பாத்துல போய் அவங்களும் டெம்பிள் எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் பண்ணி ஒரு இடத்துலயும் அவங்களும் இந்த ஈகோ சிஸ்டம் பில்ட் பண்ணுன்றதுதான் எங்களோட ஆசை. தேங்க்யூ சோ மச் ஃபார் பீயிங் ஹியர். நீங்க இங்க இருக்கிறதுக்கும் நீங்க செய்யறதுக்கும் எல்லாத்துக்குமே ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றிங்க ஐயா.
ரொம்ப நன்றி, ரொம்ப நன்றி, ரொம்ப நன்றி. ஒரு வார்த்தை, அவர் நித்யானந்தா குருஜி அவரோட சிரிப்பை பார்த்தோம்னா 5 வயது குழந்தையோட சிரிப்பு எனக்கு ரொம்ப, அவரோட ஸ்பீச்சை கேட்கறதுக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கும். எனக்கு அவரோட சிரிப்பை பார்க்கறதுக்கு எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஆவலா இருக்கும். அவர் சிரிக்கிறது வந்து ஒரு 3 வயது பிள்ளைங்க சிரிப்பு மாதிரி இருக்கு. அவ்வளவு ஒரு எக்ஸ்ட்ராக்ஷனா இருக்கும் அவரோட சிரிப்பு எப்பவுமே. அவரோட சொற்பொழிவு நான் கேட்பேன் எப்பவுமே. நன்றி, ரொம்ப நன்றி. எனக்கு இந்த
ரொம்ப நன்றிங்க ஐயா. கண்டிப்பா நீங்க ரொம்ப அருமையா சொன்னீங்க. கண்டிப்பாக சுவாமிஜி,
எங்க பூச்சவங்கள உள்ள டீச்சர் ராஜேஷ், அவங்களுக்கும் ரொம்ப நன்றி. அவங்க ஒரு குரூப்பா இருந்து நிறைய தொண்டு செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க. எங்களுக்கு தொண்டு செஞ்சிருக்காங்க, அச்சு பார்க்கறதுக்கு அவங்க தொண்டு செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க. அவங்களோட குரூப் அவங்களுக்கு இந்த வேலையில எனக்கு மனமார்ந்த நன்றி தெரிவித்துக்கு.
ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றிங்க ஐயா. நீங்க ரொம்ப அருமையா சொன்னீங்க. சுவாமிஜியோட சொற்பொழிவுகள் எல்லாமே வந்து ஒரு கேட்கறதுக்கு வெறும் மோட்டிவேஷன்லாம் கூட மோட்டிவேஷன் கிடையாது. அது வந்து ஒருத்தருக்குமே வந்து ஞானம் கொடுக்குற அவேக்கனிங். ஒருத்தருமே நம்மளோட வாழ்க்கை என்ன, நம்ம வாழ்க்கையின் நோக்கம் என்ன, நம்ம எதுக்காக வாழணும், எதுக்காக வந்திருக்கோம் அப்படின்னு நம்ம ஒருத்தரையுமே வந்து உயிர்ப்பிக்கிறது அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். சுவாமிஜி வந்து அவரோட ஞான சொற்பொழிவுகள் ஒன்னொண்ணுமே வந்து நம்மளுக்கு ஞானம் கொடுத்து ஞானத்தை வாழ்வியல் முறையா மாத்துறதுக்கும் நம்மள வந்து இன்ஸ்பயர் பண்ணும். சோ ரொம்ப அருமையா சொன்னீங்க. கண்டிப்பாக தேங்க்யூ ஐயா. நீங்க இங்க வந்ததுக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி. ரொம்ப அற்புதமா இருந்தது. தேங்க்யூ சோ மச். அண்ட் எஸ், and this was wonderful to having shared time and stage with so many esteemed guests. Like we can see from different walks of life, from various different places around the world. These guests have done wonders in the society by practicing the principles of Hinduism. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sri Fansheng Yu, Fanshi Yen, Chandran Arjunanaya, and Dr. Gandhi. So many of you that have come here today. Thank you so much for taking your time. Thank you so much for being here, doing what you're doing, being who you are.
I also want to sincerely apologize to the guest room which had some audio issues. So we would like to once again take some time and welcome all our esteemed guests of honor that are here with us today, joining us in this program today. We have with us His Worship Kenneth Orono Nyapidi, Mayor of Tororo Municipality, Republic of Uganda. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for being here.
We have Honorable Festus Kele, the Chief Administrator of Freetown City Council, the Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. And thank you so much for being who you are and doing what you're doing. We have with us Honorable Daniel Boima, who's the Chief Administrator of the Makeni District, the Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you so much, sir, for being here and doing what you're doing.
And we have Mr. Daniel Kasala, Town Clerk from Iganga Municipality, Republic of Uganda. Thank you so much, sir, for being here and doing what you're doing and being who you are. We also have with us here the President of PPP US Chapter from Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Mr. Muhammad Khalid Awan. Thank you so much, sir, for being here and being who you are and doing what you're doing. We also have joining us His Excellency Mr. Tejendra Sharma Paudel, Honorary Consul General of the National of Hawaii, the Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal. Thank you so much, sir, for being here and doing what you're doing.
And we also have Mrs. Olive Birungi Lumonia, Chairman of UWESO, the National Executive Committee of Uganda Women's Effort to Save the Orphans from the Republic of Uganda. Thank you for your wonderful work, and thank you so much to have taken your time and to have been here. And we also have Ms. Spizozia Kiwanuka. I apologize if I have spelled your name wrong, who's the Chief Executive Officer of Uganda Women's Effort to Save Orphans, Republic of Uganda. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the wonderful work that you are doing. We have Mr. Abdullah Obility, the Vice President of the International Affairs Federation of the Liberian Youth from the Republic of Liberia. Thank you so much, Mr. Abdullah, for your wonderful work, and thank you so much for being here today.
And joining with us, we have Reverend Dr. Usman Jess Forna, the General Secretary of Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone from Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you so much, Dr. Usman, for whatever work you're doing, and thank you so much for being here with us. We also have joining us Mr. Roland Wright, the founder, owner, and senior partner of Wright & Co. from Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you so much, Mr. Roland, for taking your time and being here with us today and for doing the work that you're doing. We also have Mr. Aloysius J. Dean, paralegal at Mesurorado Law Partners from Republic of Liberia, who have joined us here. Thank you so much, sir, for taking your time and joining us here today and doing what you're doing and being who you are.
It was an honor to have shared the time, your valuable time, your space, listen to your thoughts, every one of you, all the esteemed guests and all the recipients of the awards and all the special guests of honor who have been here. Each of you have done wonderful work in your own right, in the aspects that each of you are working in. And we wish and pray with the blessings and grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism that whatever each of you are working towards to achieve, the difference that each of you are striving to make, let that happen. And with Swamiji's grace, let the humanity get enriched with the best through each of your efforts. Thank you so much. And this brings us all to the conclusion of the Kailasa Om Award Ceremony and the Global Peace Conclave on this auspicious occasion of Chitra Pournami. We thank every one of you for having taken your time and being here, and we look forward to collaborating with each of you more, and look forward to seeing the manifestation of what each of you are striving to create. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
And now, without further ado, let us enter into listening to the presidential address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि परमशिव शक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love, respect, and blessings. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, de facto Kailasians, practicing, living Hindus. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Kartas, Ejamans, Manifestors, Sarvavarityagis, Kailasas, ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, e-diplomats, and statesmen, kings, social influencers from all over the world. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings, respects. Paramashiva's message on this auspicious Vedic New Year directly from Maha Kailasa. Blessings, blessings, blessings. இந்த இனிய ஹிந்து தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு நன்னாளில் எல்லோருக்கும் பரமசிவ பரம்பொருள் எல்லா நலமும் வளமும் தந்து எல்லா நன்மையும் பயக்க அவரை வேண்டி விரும்பி அவர் ஆசிகளை உலகனைத்திற்கும் அருளுகின்றோம். மங்களம் உண்டாகட்டும், எல்லா நன்மைகளும் உண்டாகட்டும். On this auspicious occasion, many important people who served the world, who made this planet Earth a better place to live, are here. Many of them received Kailasa's Om Awards, Kailasa Mitra Awards. I want to thank each one of you for doing what you are doing and being who you are. First and foremost, Honorable Mark A.G. Brantley, Premier of Navies. Honorable Mark A.G. Brantley, Premier of Navies. Thank you, sir, for being here. Thank you for doing what you are doing. Thank you for being who you are. I am aware of our growing relationship with the Saint Kitts and Nevis. I thank your country, Saint Kitts and Nevis. Let's work together, make the planet Earth better place for the next generation. I sincerely appreciate what you are doing and who you are, and the whole country, Saint Kitts and Nevis. Thank you, Premier, Honorable Mark A.G. Brantley, for being here. Thank you. And thank you for accepting the Kailasa Mitra Award. Mr. Nandu Rajwani, philanthropist and CEO of EMK Stores, Gambia. Mr. Nandu Rajwani ji, I am aware and briefed how you are hosting my sannyasis and supporting everything in Gambia. Mr. Nandu Rajwani ji, thank you for who you are and what you are doing. And I feel you are hosting me and supporting me personally for all the great work you are doing. Sri Dinesh Bhattar, priest of Madurai Temple, thank you for being here and doing what you are doing. Muppodum Meenakshiyin Tirumeni Thindi Poojikum Ungalai Panivodu Vanangugiன்றேன் முப்போதும் திருமேனி தீண்டுவார் அடியார்க்கும் அடியேன். ஸ்ரீ கணேஷ் பட்டர், மீனாட்சி திருக்கோயில் அர்ச்சகர், உங்களையும் முப்போதும் திருமேனி தீண்டும் பெரும் புண்ணியம் பெற்ற உங்களையும் வணங்கி மகிழ்கின்றேன். சுந்தரேச பெருமானையும் மீனாட்சியையும் திருமேனி தீண்டி பூஜிக்கும் உங்களுக்கு என்னுடைய மரியாதைகளும் நன்றிகளும். அடுத்ததாக ஸ்ரீ மகர்ஷி பிரம்மஸ்ரீ ராம்ஜி, ஸ்ரீ மகர்ஷி பிரம்மஸ்ரீ ராம்ஜி அவர்களை மரியாதையுடனும் நன்றியுடனும் அன்புடனும் வணங்குகின்றேன். ஸ்ரீ மகர்ஷி பிரம்மஸ்ரீ ராம்ஜி அவர்களே, நீங்கள் ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய ஜோதிடக்கலை வல்லுனர், நிபுணர் மாத்திரம் அல்ல. உங்களுடைய பல யூடியூப் வீடியோக்களை பார்த்திருக்கின்றேன். மிகவும் தைரியமாக, மிகவும் ஸ்ரத்தையோடு நீங்கள் கைலாசா மற்றும் என்னுடைய தரப்பு நியாயங்களை உலகத்திற்கு எடுத்து சொல்வதற்காக உங்களுக்கு மிகவும் நன்றி கடன் பட்டிருக்கின்றேன். ஜோதிடம் எனும் பெரும் கலையில் நீங்கள் சிரோமணியாக இருப்பது மட்டுமல்லாமல் அந்த கலை மூலமாக இந்து மதத்திற்கு வேத பாரம்பரியத்திற்கு மறுமலர்ச்சி செய்வதற்காக நீங்கள் செய்யும் பெரும் தொண்டுகளை அறிவேன். நிச்சயமாக உங்களுக்கு கைலாசா எல்லா விதத்திலும் துணையாகவும் பலமாகவும் இருக்கும். மீண்டும் ஒரு முறை கைலாசா தரப்பு நியாயங்களையும் என் தரப்பு நியாயங்களையும் பொதுமக்களுக்கு எடுத்துச் சொல்வதில் நீங்கள் ஆற்றும் பெரும் பங்கிற்காக உங்களுக்கு நன்றி சொல்லுகின்றேன். ஸ்ரீ மகர்ஷி பிரம்மரிஷி ராம்ஜி, நன்றிகள். நீங்கள் இந்து மதத்திற்கும் வேத பாரம்பரியத்திற்கும் ஜோதிட கலைக்கும் மிகப்பெரிய சேவை செய்து பேரருளாலே, பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளின் பேரருளால் எல்லா நலனுடனும் வளத்துடனும் வாழ வேண்டும் என்று வாழ்த்துகின்றேன். ஸ்ரீ ராம ரவிக்குமார், ஸ்ரீ ராம ரவிக்குமார் அவர்களை வணங்கி வரவேற்கின்றேன். ஸ்ரீ ராம ரவிக்குமார் அவர்களே, உங்களுடைய அனல் பறக்கும் ஹிந்து மதம் சார்ந்த கருத்துக்களையும் காணொளிகளையும் கண்டிருக்கின்றேன். உங்களுடைய வாதத்திறன், சத்திரிய தன்மை, நேர்மை, உண்மை, ஹிந்து மதத்திற்காக நீங்கள் செய்கின்ற தியாகம், இவைகளையெல்லாம் மிகுந்த நன்றியோடு மிகுந்த ஆனந்தத்தோடு நினைவூர்கின்றேன். அவைகளை நினைவு கூர்வதன் மூலமாக உங்களுக்கு அளிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கும் இந்த விருது பெருமை பெறுகிறது என்றுதான் நான் கருதுகின்றேன். நீங்கள் இந்து மதத்திற்காக செய்கின்ற பல செயல்கள், தியாகங்கள், இந்து மதத்திற்காக குரல் கொடுத்தல், அது மாத்திரமல்ல, இந்து மத கருத்துக்களை பொதுவெளியில் சொல்லுகின்ற கருத்துருவாக்கங்களை நீங்கள் செய்கின்றீர்கள். பல பேர் இந்து மதத்திற்காக பேசுவார்கள், ஆனால் அவர்கள் இந்து மதத்திற்காக பேசுவதற்கான கருத்துருவாக்கத்தை, செட்டிங் த நரேட்டிவ், அதை நீங்கள் செய்வதை நான் பார்த்திருக்கின்றேன். உங்கள் பெரும்பணி ஓங்கி வளரட்டும். என்றென்றும் உங்களுக்கு கைலாசா துணை நிற்கும். பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளின் அருள் துணை நிற்கும். நீங்கள் இந்து மதத்தின் மறுமலர்ச்சியில் மிகப்பெரிய பங்காற்றுகிறீர்கள் என்பதையும் நான் அறிவேன். திரு ராம ரவிக்குமார் அவர்களே, உங்களுக்கு நன்றி மற்றும் வாழ்த்துக்கள். திரு ஐஜி கண்ணன், ஃபவுண்டர் ஆஃப் அகில இந்திய தேவர் பாதுகாப்பு பேரவை, திரு ஐஜி கண்ணன் அவர்களே, உங்களையும் வணங்கி வரவேற்கின்றேன். உங்களை நன்கு அறிவேன். பல ஆண்டுகளாக மதுரையாதீன காலத்திலிருந்து 2012 நாம் ஒருவரை ஒருவர் அறிவோம். உங்களுடைய மிகப்பெரிய சமூக பணிகளுக்கு நன்றி. நீங்கள் மேன்மேலும் வளர்ந்து பல்வேறு பெரும் திருப்பணிகள் செய்து பரமசிவ பரம்பொருள் அருள் பெற வேண்டும், எல்லா நன்மைகளும் பெற வேண்டும் என்று வணங்குகின்றேன், பிரார்த்திக்கின்றேன். என்றென்றும் உங்களுக்கும் கைலாசா துணை நிற்கும். எல்லோரும் இணைந்து இந்து மதத்தை மறுமலர்ச்சி அடையச் செய்வோம். வாருங்கள், இணைந்து பயணிப்போம். ஸ்ரீ கல்பனா, யோகா டீச்சர், வேர்ல்ட் ரெக்கார்டு ஹோல்டர். கல்பனா, உங்களுக்கு ஆசியும் பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளின் பேரருளும் கிடைக்கட்டும். ஸ்ரீ காட்சன் வர்தா, மியூசிக் கம்போசர். தேங்க்யூ ஸ்ரீ காட்சன் வர்தா. I know your contributions in the field of music. Thank you for your contribution. in the field of music. You are just amazing. Sri G. Nanda Balamurugan, Sri G. Nanda Balamurugan அவர்களை வணங்குகின்றேன். இப்போ தர்ஷனம் ஆரம்பிக்கும் பொழுது போடப்பட்ட அறிமுக பாடல் நீங்கள் பாடியது. நீங்கள் இந்த பாடலை அனுப்பிய பிறகு ரெக்கார்டு தேய்கின்ற அளவிற்கு எத்தனை 100 முறை இந்த பாடலை நான் கேட்டிருப்பேன் என்று எனக்கே தெரியாது. ரிப்பீட் மோட்ல போட்டு இந்த பாடலை தொடர்ந்து வைபிளையே பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறேன். மிக அருமையாக பாடியுள்ளீர்கள். உங்களுடைய மற்ற பாடல்களையும் கேட்கின்றேன். ஸ்ரீ நந்த பாலமுருகன் அவர்களே, நீங்கள் மென்மேலும் வளர ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். ஸ்ரீ நாகசுப்பிரமணியம், ஃபவுண்டர் ரஞ்சனாஸ் ஆடியோஸ். ஸ்ரீ நாகசுப்பிரமணியன் ஐயா அவர்களே, உங்களுடைய பல்வேறு இசை சேவைகளை அறிவேன். நீங்களும் மென்மேலும் வளர வாழ்த்துகின்றேன். இம்மையில் நன்மை தருவார் ஆலயத்தை பற்றி நீங்கள் பாடியிருக்கும் பாடலை பலமுறை கேட்டிருக்கின்றேன். என்றென்றும் நான் இம்மையில் நன்மை தருவாரை நினைக்கும் பொழுதெல்லாம் உங்கள் பாடலை கேட்டுதான் பணிந்து வணங்குகின்றேன். மற்றும் உங்களுடைய இசை சேவைக்கு எனது ஆசிகள். கார்த்திக், ஸ்ரீ சக்தி கார்த்திக் அவர்களையும் வணங்குகளுடைய கள்ள பாடல் மனம் கவர்ந்தது. அதை இப்பொழுதும் கேட்கின்றேன். அந்த கள்ளழகர் பற்றிய பாடலை கேட்கும் பொழுதெல்லாம் நான் மதுரையில் கள்ளழகர் உற்சவத்தை கண்முன்னாலே காணுகின்றேன். அத்துணை அழகாக நீங்கள் கள்ளழகர் பெருமான் அழகர் மலையிலிருந்து வந்து மதுரைக்கு வந்து திரும்பிச் செல்லும் அந்த மொத்த நிகழ்ச்சியையும், வைகையாற்றில் இறங்கும் மொத்த நிகழ்ச்சியையும் நீங்கள் வர்ணித்திருப்பது இனிமையும் ஆனந்தத்தையும் உற்சாகத்தையும் அளிக்கக்கூடியது. உங்கள் இசை சேவைக்கு நன்றி. ஸ்ரீ அண்ணல் கண்டர் அவர்களையும் வணங்குகின்றேன். நீங்கள் எழுதிய வல்லாள மகாராஜன் வரலாற்று நூலுக்காக நன்றி. என்னுடைய பாட்டனார் திரு முதுபெரும் புலவர் பாண்டுரங்கனார் திருவண்ணாமலையை பற்றி 4 பகுதிகளாக மிகப்பெரிய ஆராய்ச்சி நூலை எழுதியிருக்கின்றார். அதில் 2 பகுதிகள் வெளியிடப்பட்டு விட்டன. மற்ற பகுதிகளை அவருடைய கையெழுத்திலேயே பிரசுரிக்கப் போகின்றோம். உங்களுக்கு அவைகளை அனுப்புகின்றேன். அவரும் வல்லாள மகாராஜாவை பற்றி பல்வேறு வரலாற்று குறிப்புகளை தேடி எடுத்து பதிவு செய்திருக்கின்றார். உங்கள் நூலுக்கு மிக்க நன்றி. உங்கள் நூலும் உங்கள் சேவையும் உலகமெல்லாம் சென்று சேர வேண்டும். நீங்கள் செய்யும் திருப்பணிகளுக்கு கைலாசா என்றும் துணை இருக்கும். திரு அண்ணல் கண்டர் அவர்களே, நன்றி. All the guests of honor, Her Royal Highness Princess Dr. Moradian Ogunlana, UN Ambassador for Peace, Oluwalo Kingdom, thank you for being here and representing your country, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Honorable Narain Ubraj, the Lord Worship Mayor of Georgetown, Republic of Guyana. Honorable Narain Ubraj, thank you for being here and representing Republic of Guyana. Dr. Rosemary Naki Joba, Dean of Social Sciences, Arts and Humanities Faculty, Mutiza, Royal University, Kingdom of Buganda, Republic of Buganda. Thank you for being here and representing Republic of Uganda. Thank you, Dr. Rosemary Nakijoba. Dr. Boykanyo Traspinyo, CEO, Botswana Community in London, United Kingdom, Dr. Boykenyo Trustpenyo, Dr. Boykenyo Trustpenyo, thank you for being here and representing Botswana diaspora. Thank you. Dr. Linu Rajwani, General Practitioner and Managing Partner of MK Stores, Republic of Gambia. Dr. Rajwani for being here, supporting us in Mr. Harsha, President of Jaina Association, North America, Delaware, USA. Mr. Harisha, thank you for being here. Harisha, we should all stand together and make the world feel Hindus and Jains are from same Bharat culture. Hindus and Jains are from same Bharatiya culture. We are the different sampradayas of same religion, same tradition. Thank you for being here. And Honorable Komba Sam, Mayor of Koidu, New Sembun County, Sembun City Council, Sierra Leone. Thank you, Honorable Komba Sam. Thank you for being here and representing Sierra Leone. Thank you. Sri Siddha Arul Swamigal, Badala Sembu Murugan Temple, Ungalai Vanangi Varaverkindrain. All the guests, devotees, friends, Kailasa's ambassadors, everyone from all over the world, all the ashrams, universities, adinams sitting with us, I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Let the grace of Paramashiva be on all of us this whole new year, this auspicious Vedic New Year. Be auspicious for everyone. Today, we are celebrating the anniversary of Kailasa Erode, Kailasa Ohio, and we are also inaugurating Kailasa in Basaveshwar Nagar and Kailasa in Uttarahalli. Blessings to Kailasa Basaveshwar Nagar, Kailasa Uttarahalli. The Kailasa Basaveshwar Nagar property was given by Sri Nitya Pranavananda's father. Pranavananda is the head of the Kailasa woman and he is the head of the all Goshalas of Kailasa and Nirahara Samyama. All the Nirahara Samyama process happening all over the world. Sri Nitya Pranavananda is the Mahant. So his father has donated beautiful property in Basaveshwar Nagar, Bangalore. We are inaugurating Kailasa in Basaveshwar Nagar and Kailasa in Uttarahalli. Blessings for the new Kailasas getting inaugurated all over the world, and we are also inaugurating more Kailasa embassies and consulates, a long list which will be read out end of the Satsang. With the grace of Paramashiva, I wanted to give this great news to all of you. With the grace of Paramashiva, we have got sovereign land for Kailasa in more than one place. Please understand, till now, we were working as sovereign order of Kailasa as a borderless nation, like sovereign order of Malta. Even now, in public, we are working like sovereign order of Malta, borderless nation. Now, we have got sovereign land also in more than one place. We are doing basic infrastructures needed to receive the public. That is why I am taking little time to reveal the exact location. I want to tell you, we are building the history before even revealing the geography. With the grace of Paramashiva, we are building the history of Kailasa before even revealing the geography of Kailasa. Because the nations which did not care for the history loses even the geography, even if they have geography. The nations cared for the history, even if they don't have geography, they get geography and establish a complete nation. I want to tell the world, especially Hindus, care for the right history. By not revealing the geography immediately, because if I reveal the geography, the whole attention on the geography. I want him to know I am the grand narrative of the Hindu history. Kailasa is the grand narrative of the Hindu history. So all of you contemplate some time on the Hindu history. Let the focus be on the history before you know the geography. Understand, a nation remembers the history, will get geography even if they lost it, or even if they don't have it, they will get it and revive. A nation which does not remember the history will lose geography even if they have this truth to the world. I am getting the whole world on the attention of the Hindu history before revealing the geography of Kailasa. So for now, focus on the geography of the Kailasa. Can be postponed for few more days. All my sympathizers, friends, lovers, devotees, disciples, all of you who really want I should be successful in making this Kailasa nation happen. For all of you, I am giving you the good news, great news. With the grace of Paramashiva, we have sovereign land for Kailasa in more than one place. I am not revealing the geography because I want to focus on the history for now. For now, I want to focus on the history. Then Of course, I think within next few days itself, you are going to have the announcement by the grace of Paramashiva about the geography also. Because when I reveal the geography, I should be able to receive the guests, visitors, accommodate, and run the nation. So the infrastructure, basic infrastructures needed is getting ready. Wait with excitement to know the geography. Till then, let's focus on our history, Hindu history. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is a lifestyle. It is something more than a religion. It's an inner science. Some of the greatest revelations from the great visionaries from Paramashiva. The whole Guru Parampara, unbroken lineage. Avichinna Guru Parampara, unbroken lineage. And Sanatana Hindu Dharma is the only civilization, ancient civilization, pre-Bronze Age civilization still alive and continuing. Kailasa's cosmic constitution is Vedas and Agamas. Kailasa's preamble to the constitution is Bhagavad Gita and Prasthanatraya. Prasthanatraya means 108 Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, and Bhagavad Gita. All these three, Prasthanatraya, is the preamble to the constitution of the Kailasa. And Kailasa's jurisprudence is Dharmashastras, Manuvadi. 64 Dharmashastras are the Kailasa's jurisprudence. Understand? Sanatana Hindu Dharma is so ancient, so vibrant, so alive. Even today, our founders, our founding fathers, Paramashiva, Irayanar, Sokanada Peruman, Sundaresa Paramburul, Meenakshi, Manu, our founding fathers, Sabda Rishis, if they come and walk in the streets of Bharat, they will not find something changed or cultural shock. Still in the core Hindu civilization, Sanatana Hindu Dharma is alive. Maybe the geography has reduced, the quality has reduced, but still the core principles are alive. It is time we revive and take it to the whole world, because we are not conversion-centric tradition. Please understand, we do not use religion to capture nations and land. We do not use religion for any ulterior motive. Our religion is inner science. We don't even believe in conversion. We believe in transformation. And we are the only religious tradition. Not only we don't have terrorist groups, We don't even have gangsters. Because the whole Hindu tradition is built on ahimsa, non-violence. We are powerful, grand, non-violent centric tradition. By the strength of spiritual power, we survived, and it is time we revive the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, which is directly useful for the human beings in the world. Please understand, Sanatana Hindu Dharma has high utility value. It can add so much to the individual being to live enlightened life. It can add so much to the society to make a best civilization. It can add so much to the field of science, to the field of medicine, to the field of ethical business, to the field of politics, every field, to the field of arts, every field. Sanatana Hindu Dharma has so much to contribute. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. The purpose of human existence is so elaborately well presented in Hindu traditions with such vast scriptures. I tell you, future of the humanity, especially after the artificial intelligence. Please understand, this is the age of artificial intelligence. After this artificial intelligence and super intelligence, religions which can stand the scrutiny of the super intelligence only as future. I want all of you to know, Sanatana Hindu Dharma is capable, equipped, not only to stand the scrutiny of the artificial intelligence and super intelligence. Sanatana Hindu Dharma can contribute, add so much to the field of artificial intelligence and super intelligence. And one more thing. So many times people ask me, Swamiji, why all over the world the elite, intelligentsia, the intellectual community is turning towards Hinduism? Because Hinduism is built on intelligence. It is built on intelligence. Our first initiation into Hinduism for any child is not based on some beliefs. The Hindu baptizing methodology is not based on any beliefs. It just teaches you how to awaken your consciousness, intelligence. The first baptizing, Hindu baptizing initiation statement is Bhur Bhuva Suvaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Barho Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. I meditate on the highest intelligence which awakens my intelligence. I cognize the highest tejas which awakens my intelligence. So understand, Hindu tradition is founded on intelligence, thrives on intelligence will lead the world towards this age of super intelligence to super consciousness. So understand, it is time humanity gets a breakthrough and enters into super consciousness. All over the world, recently I am seeing certain kind of a fear about this super intelligence, about this artificial intelligence and super intelligence, and where it may lead. I want the whole world to be assured and reassured. Don't worry. Hinduism has not only solution for the fears and problems you expect, you anticipate due to artificial intelligence and super intelligence. Hinduism can add powerful inputs to use artificial intelligence and super intelligence to give super conscious breakthrough to humanity. It is time human beings grow to the next level. It is time human beings need to have super conscious breakthrough. I feel and I am very clear, Sanatana Hindu Dharma plus artificial intelligence and super intelligence is equivalent to super conscious breakthrough. So please understand, it is time people who are responsible for Sanatana Hindu Dharma, especially United States of Kailasa nation, we all participate in the research of artificial intelligence and super intelligence and take that research to the next level and use that intelligence to give super conscious breakthrough to the whole humanity. In between, I have few more awardees joining our session. Sri Reverend Joseph Knight, pastor, author, the president of 4 Ethne, Ohio, United States. Thank you, Sri Mr. Joseph Knight, for being here, and thank you for doing what you are doing. You are amazing. Work, your non-profit dedicated to helping communities to build bridges to their next door nations. Thank you for your work of connecting, bridging. So happy to have you here, and thank you for doing what you are doing, being who you are. Sri Reverend Mr. Joseph Knight. Sri Reverend Mr. Joseph Knight, thank you. And thank you for visiting our Kailasa, Ohio. Hope you enjoy your visit in Kailasa, Ohio. Thank you. Sri Saravanan, author and researcher of Tirumantra. ஸ்ரீ சரவணன் அவர்களை வணங்கி வரவேற்கின்றேன். உங்களுடைய திருமந்திர பாடல்களை எப்போதும் தொடர்ந்து கேட்கின்றேன். நீங்கள் அவைகளை இனிமையாக பாடி யூடியூபில் பதிவேற்றம் செய்ததற்காக உங்களுக்கு மிகுந்த நன்றிகளை சமர்ப்பிக்கின்றேன். உங்களுடைய தயாரிப்பு எல்லோருக்கும் மிகுந்த உதவிகரமாக இருக்கும். திரு ஸ்ரீ சரவணன் அவர்களே, உங்களுடைய சேவை மிகவும் பெரிய சேவை. திரு சரவணன் அவர்களுக்கு ஒன்று சொல்லணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். என்னுடைய தனிப்பட்ட வாழ்க்கையிலே நான் ஒரு மரபு சைவ வாழ்க்கையை வாழ்பவன். இனிமையான எளிமையான மரபு சைவ வாழ்க்கை. என்னுடைய மாலை நேரங்களிலும் இரவு நேரங்களிலும் சமாதியில் அமர்ந்திருக்கும் காலத்திலும் எனக்கு துணை உங்களுடைய படைப்பான திருமந்திரம் பாடல்கள். எப்போதும் அவைகளை கேட்டு சமாதியில் லைத்திருப்பது என்னுடைய வாழ்க்கையின் வழக்கமாகவே மாறிவிட்டது. உங்களுடைய அந்த படைப்புக்கு மிகுந்த நன்றி. உங்கள் சேவைக்கு மிக்க நன்றி. It is time we Hindus who are holding this great superconscious torch, we the Hindus are the superconscious torch bearers. It's our responsibility to take this knowledge of Vedas, Agamas, Vedanta, Sankhya, Patanjala, Vaiseshika, Nyaya, all these darshanas, Veda, Veda Anga, Upaveda, Agama, Agama Anga, Upagamas, and the great knowledge of Shat Darshanas, Purvamimamsa, Uttaramimamsa, Sankhya, Yoga, Patanjala. Of course, Yoga and Patanjala is one and the same. Nyaya, Vaiseshika. This whole knowledge can support the great revelations of our rishis, can support, entrain, enrich, enlighten the field of artificial intelligence and superintelligence. And this can really give superconscious breakthrough to human beings. Human beings don't need to be struggling in the survival mode. The moment artificial intelligence become part of our life, the old schooling education systems are all outdated. It is time we focus what by the artificial superintelligence. Listen, afraid of artificial intelligence and superintelligence taking away our job or taking over humanity. No, there is something which cannot be done by artificial intelligence and superintelligence. That is superconscious achievements. It is time humanity starts focusing on superconscious breakthrough and superconscious achievements. So, not only we are not threatened by artificial intelligence and superintelligence achievements, we contribute, we support, and we make use of all the artificial intelligence and superintelligence researches and growth and progress. Please understand, it is time to integrate, not to feel threatened. We Hindus know from time immemorial the superconscious knowledge, superconscious powers are unique to human beings. Let's focus on that and start manifesting, which is beyond the reach of artificial intelligence and superintelligence. When artificial intelligence and superintelligence started developing, first time I felt relieved. It is time. Human beings don't need to waste time in mundane external world affairs. Everything else related to the external world, mundane things are outdated now. Let all that be done by artificial intelligence and superintelligence. You guys focus on having superconscious breakthrough, giving superconscious breakthrough to humanity. This one is unique to us. Only human beings can do. Only the beings who have consciousness can do. It is time we help humanity to awaken to their Pratyagatma Chaitanya Jagrata, awakening of the individual consciousness, and to have a superconscious breakthrough and manifest the superconscious powers. Till the age of artificial intelligence, human beings were engaged in mundane work related to the external world, which is really waste of time. Human beings should know you come to this planet Earth to have superconscious breakthrough, because in all the 14 worlds, the vertical time zones, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Batala, Bur, Bhuva, Suva, Maha, Jana, Tapa, Satya, all these higher worlds and lower worlds, the vertical time zones from Patala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Sutala, Vitala, Atala, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Swarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Brahmaloka, all these worlds, all these vertical time zones, for you to have a superconscious breakthrough, enlightenment, you have to come to Bhuloka. This is only the Karma Bhumi. You are here, are superconscious, but unfortunately now the majority was engaged in the mundane job of survival mode. Now to waste your time on doing survival mode centric education, survival centric job, survival mode centric entertainment, survival mode centric arts. No! Artificial intelligence and super intelligences liberated humanity from this survival mode work, which is not only mundane, which is not required, which was occupying unnecessarily the center, the core consciousness of the humanity. Now, artificial intelligence and super intelligence has liberated us. Let all the mundane job, mundane work be done by artificial intelligence and super intelligence. Let the human beings concentrate something unique to the human beings, that is superconscious awakening, superconscious breakthrough, and manifesting the powers of the superconsciousness. It is time human beings do the real work. Human beings are supposed to be doing. Let us use our human life for the intention with which we were manifested by Paramashiva. When Paramashiva manifested human beings from his own manifestation, from his own mold, from his own energy, from his own consciousness as his own extension, he intended human beings to have superconscious breakthrough, and let's all celebrate together. That was the intention, the vision of the founding father of humanity. The founding father of humanity, Paramashiva, his vision for humanity, let's all celebrate together. He manifested as many to celebrate togetherness, having superconscious breakthrough and manifesting yes, lifestyle, super powers, superconscious knowledge. So it is time human beings focus on the real purpose of our happening. வந்த வேலை சொந்த வேலை எந்த வேலையோ அந்த வேலை விட்டு வேறு ஏதேதோ வேலை செய்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றோம். மனிதர்களே, அந்த வேலையெல்லாம் ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸும் சூப்பர் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸும் செய்யட்டும். வந்த வேலை சொந்த வேலையோ அந்த வேலையை செய்வோம். கந்த வேளை பற்றி பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளின் அருள் பெற்று ஜீவன் முக்த வாழ்வை பரமசிவனாரியும் நமக்குள் மலர்த்தி பரமசிவனார் சக்திகளை வெளிப்பட பரமசிவத்துவத்தில் வாழ மனித இனத்தின் நோக்கம் மனித குலத்தின் நோக்கத்தை நாம் நிறைவேற்ற வேண்டிய காலம் வந்துவிட்டது. வந்த வேலை சொந்த வேலை எந்த வேலையோ அந்த வேலையை நாம் செய்வோம். It is time human beings hand over all the mundane jobs of external world, making food, shelter, clothes, our travel arrangements, everything related to the external world. Let's franchise it to artificial intelligence and super intelligence. Let that do. Let's all focus on Nirvikalpa Samadhi, unclutching, manifesting superconscious breakthrough. Manifesting Paramashiva, manifesting Paramashivatva, manifesting Paramashiva Jnana, Paramashiva Pada, and Paramashiva Shaktis. This year, Please, all of you understand. Whether you like it or not, whether you want it or not, whether you accept it or not, this year going to be the year of artificial intelligence and super intelligence taking over all the external world needs of the humanity. Please understand. If we focus on super consciousness, this is good news for us. Because now all the mundane job be done by them. Let's focus on enlightenment, manifesting superconscious breakthrough. It's a good news for you. But if you feel you are only external world, societal being, and feel threatened by this artificial intelligence and super intelligence taking over the external world, it may sound as a bad news for you. Please understand, it is time we take this as a good news and we make this as a good news and we make this as a good for humanity. And all of you to know, whether you make it as good or bad, artificial intelligence and super intelligence is going to take over the world. It is going to take over all the external world needs, wants, everything. So it is time human beings need to find their true identity. Humanity is going through identity crisis with the super intelligence and artificial intelligence taking over. If you know your identity is super conscious, life is all about super consciousness. Focus is expected to be super consciousness. You have a great field which is unique to you. No one else can play in that field. In super consciousness, no artificial intelligence and no super intelligence can enter. That field can be explored, manifested, lived only by human beings. It is time human beings focus on it, revive it, celebrate it, manifest it. The ancient, enlightened civilization need to be revived, and human beings should taste superconscious breakthrough. We should make this superconscious breakthrough available to the human beings just like their everyday breakfast. How everyday breakfast is made available to the whole humanity. We need to build the infrastructure and reach it to the world. That is only our responsibility. That's the responsibility of Kailasa. This is the reason why I am building the Kailasa. This is the answer for the question, why Kailasa? To enjoy the superconscious breakthrough, manifest superconscious powers, and take it to the world. The superconscious breakthrough and superconscious powers is the purpose of Kailasa. It's the purpose of Kailasa. So, on this auspicious new year, let's all pray to Paramashiva and take the Sankalpa to make this new year to make this whole year auspicious by giving superconscious breakthrough to ourselves, discovering our true identity, true purpose, and not feeling competition or threatened by artificial intelligence and super intelligence. I tell you, artificial intelligence and super intelligence is complementing the humanity. It is not competing with humanity. Let super intelligence take over all the external world, mundane world affairs. Let humanity focus on the inner world and manifest superconscious breakthrough, superconscious powers, superconscious knowledge. There is so much to be done in the field of superconsciousness. Let's do that, which only we can do, which only human beings can do. So, I bless on this auspicious occasion everyone sitting with us, all the Sarvanyapita Kartas. Blessings to all of you. Let Paramashiva's grace be on all of you. After a long time seeing Balaji Srinivasan, blessings, and Srikant and Prasanna, Ma Paramananda and Sumati, and Ramesh Ramani, Lee Kimki, Peter, all the Sarvanyapita Kartas, blessings to all of you. I think some of them have dropped. And Swamiji's, all the Sarvanyapita Kartas and Sarvanyapita Yajamans, my blessings to all of you. And Sarvanyapita manifestors, blessings to all of you. I think some of the Kartas have dropped from the two-way. Blessings to all of them also. Sobi, Sona, and all the Kartas and all the Yajamans and all the Sarvanyapita manifestors, all the volunteers, devotees, ministers, ambassadors sitting with us all over the world. And today we have a Kalpataru darshan happening in multiple countries, Tamil Nadu, Singapore, all over the world. கல்பதரு தரிசனத்திற்காக வந்திருக்கும் எல்லா அன்பர்களுக்கும் பூரண ஆசிகள். உங்களுடைய பிரார்த்தனைகளும் ஆசைகளும் முழுமையாக நிறைவேறும், நன்மை பொங்கும். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் எல்லா நன்மைகளும் அமைய ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளின் பேரருளால் சக்தியும் புக்தியும் முக்தியும் புத்தியும் பக்தியும் எல்லா நன்மையும் உங்களுக்கு அமைந்திட ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். கேட்கும் வரம் தந்தோம், வரம் கேளா நிலையும் தந்தோம். சிங்கப்பூர் மற்றும் தமிழ்நாடு மற்றும் உலகமெங்கும் இருக்கும் கல்பதரு அன்பர்களுக்கு ஆசிகள். Kailasa e-citizens and everyone sitting with us. Blessings to all of you on this auspicious Vedic New Year. Everywhere I am seeing thousands of Annadana, Annakuta, offerings. My blessings to all. My blessings to all. So nice to see all the temples. Erode Kailasa, Kailasa Sripuram Hyderabad, Kailasa Ohio, Kailasa Toronto, Kailasa Los Angeles, Kailasa Uttarahalli, and Kailasa Basaveshwar Nagar, and so many Kailasas all over the world. It's so nice to see all of you. Blessings. And today also, with the grace of Paramashiva, we are inaugurating Paramashivoham Day 1. With the grace of Paramashiva and with the blessings of Ganapati, with the grace of Paramashiva, of Ganapati, today we are inaugurating Paramashivoham. From today on day, every day is there. I'll be coming and giving darshan, initiations, sessions, songs every day, and the living manifestation of Paramashiva as the manifestation of Gaja Anugrahamurti, Ganesha Anugrahamurti, Gajamukha Anugrahamurti, as the manifestation of Paramashiva and Gajamukha Anugrahamurti. I shower you all with blessings, auspiciousness, Paramashiva's grace, energy, enlightenment. Let Paramashiva shower all the auspiciousness on everyone. Blessings to the global temples, blessings to all the Pratyakshapada Puja participants, blessings to all the Tulabaram participants, blessings to all those who are sitting with us through YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all social media platforms. Blessings to all of you. It's so nice to see Basaveshwar Nagar deities. With the grace of Paramashiva, formally I do Prana Pratishta in Basaveshwar Nagar and Uttarahalli all the places where new deities are now getting installed. Blessings to Basaveshwar Nagar devotees also. Basaveshwar Nagar devotees. So, as a living manifestation of Paramashiva and manifestation of Gajamuga Anugrahamurti, Ganesha Anugrahamurti, I bless you all with all the boons, blessings, auspiciousness. Ma Divyananda, my blessings for your father, my blessings for him. Let the grace of Paramashiva manifest on all of us in individual level and universal level, everything. Om, 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 Om. Blessings to Bengaluru Sangha gathered in Basaveshwar Nagar. Blessings to all of you. So, with this, my blessings to everyone. And today we have one more important guest. Thiru RVS கல்வி குழுமங்களின் தலைவரும் நிறுவனரும் மற்றும் கல்வி தந்தையும் ஆகிய பல்வேறு சமூக சேவைகளை செய்து வரும் கோவையைச் சேர்ந்த திரு RVS ஐயா அவர்களையும் வணங்கி வரவேற்கின்றோம். RVS ஐயா அவர்கள் கைலாசத்தோடு நீண்ட நெடும் தொடர்புடையவர்கள். கல்வித்தந்தை மட்டுமல்ல, சமூக செயல்பாடுகள், சமூக சேவைகள் மட்டுமல்ல, பல்வேறு ஆலயங்கள் அமைத்து ஆன்மீக திருப்பணிகளை செய்து வருவது மட்டுமல்ல, கைலாசா கொங்கு மண்டலத்தின் அரசராகவும் அதிபராகவும் இருப்பவர். நீங்கள் செய்யும் பல்வேறு சேவைகள் அனைத்திற்கும் மிகப்பெரிய நன்றியும் அன்பும் பாராட்டுகின்றேன். கைலாசாவிற்கும் உங்களுக்கும் இருக்கும் உறவு புனரமைக்கப்பட்டு மேன்மேலும் வளர்ந்து பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளின் பேரருளும் ஆசிகளும் என்றென்றும் உங்களுக்கு இருந்து நீங்கள் உடல் நலத்தோடும் பெரும்புகழோடும் நீண்ட ஆயுளோடும் நல்வாழ்வு வாழ பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளை பிரார்த்தித்து ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். திரு RVS குப்புசாமி ஐயா அவர்கள் எல்லா நலத்துடனும் வாழ, கைலாசா கொங்கு மண்டலத்தின் அதிபராகவும் அரசராகவும் இருந்து பல சேவைகளும் நன்மைகளும் உலகத்திற்கு செய்து நீண்ட ஆயுளோடு வாழ்ந்து சிறக்க, ஆரோக்கியத்தோடு வாழ்ந்து சிறக்க பரமசிவ பரம்பொருளை பிரார்த்தித்து ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing Shuddhadvaita Saivam, Paramadvaitam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa, Maha Kailasa of Paramashiva, Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.